racing forward and a big blast taken. Ayuk. Quinn Farrow in close quarters. Bakota. Doubled. And Ayuk calmly will move it to Farrell. Obeng Tabi, who placed in a couple of good crosses yesterday, just no dice on the end. Now Alexander Baji. Ridwan Bakura spins out and is slowed in the middle by Matias Cavello. Goal kick coming for Arizona Western. Mentioned that they had lost just once on the season, had won 18 straight going into that contest versus Salt Lake in the district championship. And talking with Coach Dale prior to the match, I asked him, well, did you feel like you all were misseeded coming into this contest? Only one loss, teams with 2 and 3 losses seated higher than them. He said he really doesn't worry about rankings. He said time will tell who should be where and what the final rankings should be. Ball's cleared away by Barack Cuban as Alexander Badji was racing down the left side. But he said for some guys on the team it does rile them up a little bit. And so he does play it up to those players. And he said when he was a player, it did rile him up. So didn't want to understate the idea that rankings and what's being said about a team and what you hear can impact and really take on a life of its own and have a positive impact on the program. But he said as a coach, really just wants to allow his team the opportunity to show where they should be, where they should stand when it comes to these overall rankings. Working from the back are the Matadors. Warren. Bad loss. Escobar is held up. And any more of a tackle, and that could have been a yellow. But Ethan Warren was in a dangerous space, just trying to race through a couple defenders, and gave up a free kick. So the first free kick of the day. Taking it is Bakota. Loops it in, headed back, took a deflection, and should be a corner. So Obeng Tabi, the left back, will send Bakota all the way to the corner spots. Tabi will come in and support. Big targets in the middle, Quinn Farrell and Alexander Vukovic, the center backs for LSU Eunice. Bakota with 1 assist on the season. Takes the corner. Headed away initially. And Alexander Badji tracks it down. To the middle and Quinn Farrell. Now to Bakota. Another lifting pass. Jose Escobar can't connect with it. And Arizona Western now off to the races. Cigarelli to the far side. Sanchez can't sneak through. Obeng Tabi showing his defensive prowess. LSU Eunice in this press. It was a high-octane game between LSU Eunice and Cowley yesterday. Diego Montoya had to make multiple saves. The first imprint on the game was a penalty stop by Montoya. And then he had 5 or 6 shots at the doorstep that he had to just punch over or push away. LSU Eunice had a few chances themselves. Now Arizona Western coming forward to the middle. Cigarelli stopped. The second shot.
Is it good right now?
High.
Okay.
Ridwan Bakura could not keep it on frame. And just as we were talking about big stops, Diego Montoya was itching to make one and does just that. No score here about 9 minutes in. Second day of match play here in the NJCAA Championships. No lower seeded team has won a match. LSU Eunice was in action yesterday versus Cowley. Just talking about Diego Montoya and all the stops he made. Did allow the one goal, and that was the difference for Arizona Western.
It's barely on the sideline. It looks like right above the tents anyways.
They're here in their first match of the championships. And Alexander Vukovic clears it away. For Arizona Western, they're making their second appearance in the championships.
Yeah, I let him know.
First was back in 2019. LSU Eunice was in the championships in 2020. Earlier this year, and now is back in 2021. Apia keeps it in. And now some pushing and shoving here on this near side. So Hugo Catherine has called for the foul, and Quinn Farrell will restart play. Cavello. All the way to Ayoke. And it's taken away by the Matadors. Quickly retaken. And again, play in the middle. And a foul by Ellie Bakota will give Arizona Western a free kick. Quickly taken. Romeric Berneron moves it to Cigarelli.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared to talk to him too, so.
Karante can't shake past Baji, who is defending from his forward spot. And then Obeng Tabi puts Riwan Bakura in the blender for a quick second. LSU Eunice back in possession. Talking with the sports information staff yesterday, spoke extremely high about Obeng Tabi and his skill, that he can be a difference maker when it comes to passes and also opening things up for LSU Eunice. So we'll see if Tabi can make a difference in this contest. LSU Eunice did not score yesterday, trying to score their first goal of the championships. Arizona Western in their first game. The other team in the pool is Cowley. They're waiting for Arizona Western tomorrow. Their coaches have already come in to scout Arizona Western. And now racing down the near side is Apia. Offsides is the call. Miguel Apia. Quick whistle as Cavello goes to ground. And Quinn Farrell now has it. Looked like he was going to take the free kick, but now he makes a bad pass to Miguel Apia. Signorelli and Baji were battling for it. Philosophically, for Arizona Western, they want to press depending on the team, and a stop forced here. So coming in from behind in defense was Luca Lara. Ridwan Bakura was taken down. So Bakura will take the free kick. Now another man comes to stand over it. That's Romeric Bernarin. It's Bernarin. Just misses. Two men in the same area. Signorelli ends up with it, and he'll let it roll out for a corner. So Ridwan Bakura comes in to take the corner kick. Lifted in and cleared back. Bakura will reorganize. Off foot, low cross, and Baji clears it away. Pressure still looming. Cross to the back, headed to the middle, and Apia was arriving just a little late. But another corner coming for Arizona Western. Nearing 20 minutes in. First half action. Number 7 seed, Arizona Western. Number 11 seed, LSU Eunice. Another corner. This one is smashed high by Michele Signorelli. Order your official 2021 NJCAA Division I Men's Soccer Championship merchandise online at the NJCAA store. Visit njcaa.org/shop to view exclusive national championship merchandise. Ball is picked up by Gianni Hansel, and he will start things up. Hansel, who has been given the opportunity to play here today, the usual starter, Atsuki Sato, could see time in the second half. Both very capable keepers, for Arizona Western. Apia working hard, and his team will take in possession. The cross chased down by Obeng Tabi. And again, just a little bit of wiggle to get around a defender. So this is one thing LSU Eunice is trying to do differently today. They have kept possession better than versus Cowley. Bakota can't connect with Luca Lara. Ayoke will throw it in. And Bakota plays it back to the middle. Escobar just could not do enough there. Now Bakota has it again. Cavello to Obeng Tabi. Wide. 1v1. Tabi decides to go backwards. But possession filled first half for LSU Eunice. But a terrible giveaway by Signorelli. Farrell gave it away. Signorelli took it. Apia and a shot by Romeric Beranen is offline.
Arizona Western substitutions, number 16, Zomu Kamai.
So new substitutes coming in for Arizona Western. Nozomu Kamai, second on the team in goals. Did not start here today. Haruki Nishimura also coming in. And Jean Inu comes in for Arizona Western. So adding in some scores. Signorelli goes out. He leads the team in scoring with 16 goals. They put in the second leading scorer, Kamai, who's defending Vukovic at the time. Now Quinn Farrell lifts it. It's a giveaway. First touch is a head back, and no foul called in the middle. Wind starting to pick up here. Baji, through three defenders, will take a shot and does not trouble the goalkeeper at all. Thomas McDavid comes in for LSU Eunice. Other substitutes coming in. Habib Bakayoko. Jaime loose on the left, and Vukovic kind of runs him over, and Arizona Western earns a corner. So Romeric Bernarin will take the corner. Handball on McDavid. So, now a free kick coming. Arizona Western has had the opportunities in regards to set pieces. Hasn't really put a good shot on frame. Diego Montoya does have one big save earlier. Now Bakura and Bernarin stand over it. It's Bernarin again, and it's right into the arms of Montoya. High press. And I don't know how Habib Bakayoko found his way through all that traffic, but he forced a foul because he was going to break loose. It's Bernarin again, and it's right into the arm. McDavid bumps it forward, and it's Bakota. Ayuk keeps it in and works back to Montoya. 25th minute here between Arizona Western again, and LSU It's right into the arm. Jose Escobar sprinting to the left, won't get to it. No score between the two teams. Possession has been more in favor of It's Bernarin again, LSU and it's right into the arm. Arizona Western has had the better chances. They've had more set pieces, more corners, and have forced the lone big stop of the day by Diego Montoya. Hansel has not been challenged at all up to this point, and that has Coach Dale in his 15th season coaching Arizona Western very happy. Now Eli Bakota. And he's blocked off. A foul is called. So after Bakota takes his time to tie up these fantastic kicks, play resumes. Tobby once again finding his way by a defender. He's done that multiple times here today. Cavello. Ball all the way back to Farrell. Ayuk has to be perfect here, and is. Name. And now some space. And 2 men in 2 close of quarters. LSU Eunice doesn't attempt to counter just yet. Now it's Tobby. Another thing Coach Dale talked about for Arizona Western, he mentioned how he has a lot of technical players on this team. And so sometimes he has to get them to share the ball a little bit more. And we've seen that here today. The technicality and the sharing have not been in succession. But both teams really at this point still trying to feel their way into the game. LSU Eunice wants to possess the ball a little bit more, and they have made a conscious effort here today to do that. Vukovic releasing through the pressure. Now Cavello off to McDavid. And Vukovic goes long to Bakota, but he's not on the other end of it. For Arizona Western, that's going to make the difference for them here in this game. If they can start to put together a couple passes. Quick free kick taken by LSU Eunice. LSU Eunice played a very tough schedule this season. Teams that are in the NJCAA Division II championships as well as NJCAA Division I championships. Kame was trying to link with Hakuri Nishimura, but it's out. And Vukovic needs some time to get up. Clock stops as we are in the 30th minute. Still scoreless. And another quarter for Arizona Western. Bakura sends it in. And Montoya snags it. Foul on Jose Escobar. Bakura taken away by Ayuk. And now Obeng Tabi. Bakota. Oof. Fahim Patel was streaking down the middle. And that connection would have definitely been 5 bars and found a 1v1 chance. A pushover and a quick free kick taken. Arizona Western working forward. Warren. No one breaks him down, so he'll keep coming forward. Romarin ripped off the ball. Now Eli Bakota. Back to Lara. And Arizona Western is trying their hardest to come down this left side and work the outer channels to then work inside to connect passes, but everything has been taken away by LSU Eunice. Kone Yoke has not allowed for anything down this left side. And for Arizona Western, they're going to have another option because it's become very obvious that that is the point of attack. Warren working to the middle. Nishimura. And now Romero. Out. The cross. Out of play. Substitutes looming. Alexander Badgie will come back in. And for the first time, Aaron Reyes, the freshman from Fort Walton Beach, comes into play in the midfield.
Number 27, Aaron Reyes. And for number 24, Fahim Patel.
Press. Forces a miscue. Romero. Right in. And Montoya, another stop. Ball is still loose. And OMG. Diego Montoya has been fantastic here already. Now there's an injured player. And the injured player is Quinn Farrell. Farrell, one of the big center backs for LSU Eunice. And it looks like his right leg is being worked on. Teams are taking a chance to get some water as he's being attended to. No score here in the first half. Diego Montoya has made sure of that. Two big stops, both right in front of him. The last one probably the hardest of the day. Still being worked on. Fans, you can follow all the action of the 2020 NJCAA Soccer Championships live on the NJCAA Network. Go to www.njcaa.org/network to view live and archive video of each game. The NJCAA Network is now available on mobile Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Android TV streaming platforms. The NJCAA Network, the home for the NJCAA digital content. Taking a lot of time. And now Farrell will be helped up. So Farrell and Alexander Vukovic are the two men that really man the back line and keep everyone organized, keep everyone in motion for LSU Eunice. So Matthias Cavello comes back in, and we'll see if that is a little crevice in the defense for LSU Eunice. No team have given up an inch on the score. Arizona Western has been close twice, but Diego Montoya has not allowed for a goal. But with Farrell out, let's see if that makes a difference. Warren. Kaime across, bounces into the box. Montoya punches it away to keep out a corner kick. And just a heady play by Diego Montoya. Warren keeps it in play. All the way back to Hansel. Cuban. Back to Warren. And it's taken away. Bakayoko looking for options and finds none. Almost pushed off the ball and a foul given. Francis Garris Ray was being pushed. So Cuban to Inui, and he's crushed. Looking up for a foul. Now LSU Eunice is going the other way. Wondrous pass, and it's shot is easily taken in. But that's Tobby laying one off to Raskin. "35 minutes gone. Ayoke will take over. And cleared away by Garris Ray.
LSU East substitute, number 6, Hugo Kaplan, in for number 10, Ridwane Bukra.
So Omar Bouquet will enter in for the first time today.
Correction, Omar Bouquet, in for number 10, Ellie Lakota.
Throw in for LSU Eunice. Bouquet's first touch has it taken away. Garris Ray has been in on the action a lot here recently. Ball moved to Cuban. And Kame can't keep it in bounds. LSU Eunice with a quick throw in. Bouquet. Back to Bakayoko. And so Habib Bakayoko, who usually plays in the midfield as a center mid, now has moved back to the center back spot that was vacated by Quinn Farrell due to his injury. Garris Ray. And his pass was long. Ayoke does just enough, and now the ball's headed out by LSU Eunice. So Diego Montoya from his goalkeeping spot talking to Ayoke to let him know what he would like him to do. And now LSU Eunice will swing the pendulum as it seemed, but now works back. So again, possession has really been LSU Eunice's tactic here today. Obeng Tabi pushes it long to Alexander Baji, and just clearing it away as Hansel. And although LSU Eunice would lead in the possession stats or be close to leading in the possession stats, they have not had the better chances. The possession has not turned into opportunities. Arizona Western has had more opportunities and has had 2 shots on goal that were stopped by Diego Montoya. Raskin takes a shot, and now it's booted high into the air. Omar Bouquet. And losing the battle at the end line was Raskin again. So in the second half, we'll see what both teams cook up. Still 6 minutes or so here in the first. But LSU Eunice is going to have to take some more chances if they want to get a goal on the board here in these championships. Arizona Western hasn't had to do too much differently. Their press has elicited some chances. Mentioned the 2 shots on goal, but they probably would like to see more possession of the ball and work outside in like they do most of the time. Coming into today, Arizona Western has scored 91 goals, and that leads the nation. So for LSU Eunice to have not allowed a goal to Arizona Western here in the first half, a huge feat. Free kick to McDavid goes back to Cavello. Cavello is pushed off the ball, but earns what he thought was a corner, but it goes down as a goal kick. 91 goals on the year for Arizona Western, and we're here in the 40th minutes with no goals scored by either team. But that's really important because LSU Eunice, over their last couple of contests, didn't give up more than 1 goal. So even though they did lose to Tyler Junior College and lost to Cowley last time out, both of those matches they did well defensively. It took 2 goals for them to lose to Tyler in the district championship. And check that, just the 1 goal in the district championship. They lost to Tyler 2-1 earlier in the season. Had my matches mixed up. Fiadro just in, and possession stays with Arizona Western. In for the first time is Matthew Fiadro. Fiadro, a freshman from Créteil, France. Ayok in close quarters with Bakayoko. Stolen away. Garris Ray forces a corner. And that's good work and good communication from the entire Arizona Western Matador squad. Communication from the back was called out to keep LSU Eunice from being able to play around the back end, and that forced this corner kick. Late stages of the first half. Garris Ray puts it high, headed out, booted back in. Fiadro can't get on it, but Garris Ray will retrieve it. And Vukovic heads it back for another corner. Nearing the 44th minute, Francis Garris Ray lifts in another corner. Headed down into the box by Fiadro, but cleared away by Montoya. Now Vukovic has his pass stolen by Catherine. Bouquet does well to stay strong on the ball. Cavello has things stolen away. Another opportunity Romarin loses it all the way to the back. Warren on sides. Kame goes down in the box. And no foul. So a late flurry of action for Arizona Western, trying to break through here in the back stages of the first half. Back out, across. Fiaggio, first time after lifting it. Can't find the back of the net. So now LSU Eunice just trying to get to the showers in the first half. Ball all the way back to Hansel. And with about 15 seconds left, not a lot that Arizona Western can do now. As the first half comes to a close. No score. Arizona Western, the highest scoring offense in the NJCAA this year, was shut out in the first half. Defensively, Western doesn't allow for any opportunities by LSU Eunice in the first half. And we are deadlocked at 0-0 as we move to halftime. You are watching the NJCAA Division I Men's Soccer Championship on the NJCAA Network. And it's Bernarin again, and it's right into the arm. Kame. Thank you. Romarin. Right in, and my
I love when families are able to come here and I can tell them they don't have to worry about paying for their care. They've got enough to worry about taking care of their sick child. Every single person that contributes is a part of that St. Jude family that makes that happen. Because of donors, we're giving families hope.
Ticket Smarter is proud to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $1 of every transaction will go directly to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit ticketsmarter.com to learn how you can help today.
Over 30 majors in 4 divisions.
Nursing, education, criminal justice,
exercise science. This is one of the very few schools to honor leadership with scholarship.
Our students go out into the world with confidence.
I know who I am.
Pfeiffer has it all. The only thing that's missing is you.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation will make a difference and create opportunities.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
I love when families are able to come here and I can tell them they don't have to worry about paying for their care. They've got enough to worry about taking care of their sick child. Every single person that contributes is a part of that St. Jude family that makes that happen. Because of donors, we're giving families hope.
Ticket Smarter is proud to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $1 of every transaction will go directly to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit ticketsmarter.com to learn how you can help today.
Over 30 majors in 4 divisions.
Nursing, education, criminal justice,
Exercise science. This is one of the very few schools to honor leadership with scholarship.
Our students go out into the world with confidence.
I know who I am.
Pfeiffer has it all. The only thing that's missing is you.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation will make a difference and create opportunities.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
I love when families are able to come here and I can tell them they don't have to worry about paying for their care. They've got enough to worry about taking care of their sick child. Every single person that contributes is a part of that St. Jude family that makes that happen. Because of donors, we're giving families hope.
Ticket Smarter is proud to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $1 of every transaction will go directly to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit ticketsmarter.com to learn how you can help today.
Over 30 majors in 4 divisions.
Nursing, education, criminal justice.
Exercise science. This is one of the very few schools to honor leadership with scholarship.
Our students go out into the world with confidence.
I know who I am.
Pfeiffer has it all. The only thing that's missing is you.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation will make a difference and create opportunities.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
I love when families are able to come here and I can tell them they don't have to worry about paying for their care. They've got enough to worry about taking care of their sick child. Every single person that contributes is a part of that St. Jude family that makes that happen. Because of donors, we're giving families hope.
Ticket Smarter is proud to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $1 of every transaction will go directly to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit ticketsmarter.com to learn how you can help today.
Over 30 majors in 4 divisions.
Nursing, education, criminal justice.
Exercise science. This is one of the very few schools to honor leadership with scholarship.
Our students go out into the world with confidence.
I know who I am.
Pfeiffer has it all. The only thing that's missing is you.
Eunice 1 on goal. 3 saves by Diego Montoya in the first half. We're here in Tyler, Texas, and pool play in the NJCAA National Championships. You're watching the NJCAA Network. Thank you so much for joining us here on day 2 of the championships. Yesterday, all the higher seeds won. Today's first match, Daytona State bounced Hartford 4-0. And so the championships for the Hartford Fighting Owls in here today. They will not make the semifinals. Daytona State will play Salt Lake tomorrow. An early free kick and an early opportunity is put home.
Arizona Western goal scored by number 8,
Romeric Barreran scores the goal, and you can't keep a team down like Arizona Western for long. And right out of the chute on the free kick, 1-0 the new score. So we were talking about Daytona State punching their ticket tomorrow to take on Salt Lake. If the score stands, then Arizona Western would have a date with Cowley to punch their ticket to the semifinals on Friday. It's amazing how the complexion of a half can change in an instant. Romeric Barreran placing the ball in the back of the net off the header, and now his squad leads by a goal. Warren on the left side will work his way forward. Still in his Fiaggio, and he's undercut by Alexander Vukovic. So another set piece coming for Arizona Western. So taking the free kick will be Riwan Bukara. Romeric Barreran had the goal just a few moments ago to open the scoring, and basically in the same spot. Bukara goes low. Warren has it, the defender, and a slide tackle by Bakayoko stops that. Still dangerous across to the back and reversing field, but offsides is the call. So now LSU Eunice, who had a lot of the possession in the first half, has to get going. Vukovic enters into the offensive half, and it's quickly sent back. Now Obeng Tabi. Out off Garris Ray to Jose Escobar. The leading goal scorer for LSU Eunice did not have a goal yesterday, but Escobar has 8 goals on the year, 5 assists. Now Ayuk lifted into the air, and now a free kick for LSU Eunice. The sun completely out now. Still partly cloudy here in Tyler, Texas. It was low 60s earlier. The temperature now has moved to the high 60s, low 70s. Bouquet. Back to Ayuk. Now to Vukovic. All the defenders are in the back. This could be dangerous, and a smart play by Bouquet to go all the way back to Montoya. With nothing developing and things starting to close down on Bouquet, he made the smart decision to work back to his goalkeeper, keep the possession, and not allow for a counterattack. And those are underrated plays. Now Apia with a quick steal. Apia. And another save. Still with the rock. And kicking it out of bounds was Bucara. So Diego Montoya, despite giving up 2 goals here in this championships, he has at least 7 or 8 top shelf saves that have really allowed for his LSU Eunice team to stay in both contests. Pressing still are the Matadors, leading 1-0 off the goal by Romeric Bernerin. And a poor touch gives LSU Eunice back the ball. Bakota playing with Apia, and now a yellow card is shown to Bakota. Mikel Apia was being a pest, and Bakota just threw him down. He wasn't happy with how close he was, obviously, and now he's shown a yellow card.
Number 10 for LSU Eunice, L.A. Bakota.
So a free kick from pretty far out. Federico Carante on the right side is by himself. And that's where the ball goes. Carante crosses it in. And at the near post, Apia was arriving right on time. But a clearance by Obeng Tabi. So a corner kick coming for Arizona Western, leading 1-0. 20 seconds into this second half, Romeric Bernerin scored the goal, which is the difference right now. Bernerin will boot this one in. Vukovic heads it high into the air. It's still loose, and now it goes over for a goal kick. Fans, you can follow the action of the 2021 NJCAA Soccer Championships live on the NJCAA Network. Go to .njcaa.org/network to view live and archive video of each game. The NJCAA network is now available on mobile, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Android TV streaming platforms. The NJCAA network, the home for NJCAA digital content. Apia earns his team a corner kick. As now the relentless wave of offense coming in for Arizona Western, which you could expect. Team that scored 91 goals coming into today. That's first in all of NJCAA Division I. 57 assists, which is third in Division I. And Nozomu Kamai comes in the second leading goal scorer for Arizona Western. So it looks like Benarin once again, the goal scorer, to sing it into the box. Almost a header and just missing it. A perfect ball, but just no dice on the header attempts. And now, is that a shoe malfunction over there? Have to stay fly. Also need your footies if you're going to be fine on the field. Montoya has his shoes tied because he has the gloves on, and now we're back in action. Baji blown off the ball, but now a foul will be called on Benarin. Bakayoko does a good job to keep possession and to earn the free kick. Vukovic goes back to Quinn Farrell, who was injured in the first half, so it's great to see that he's back. Wondrous move off to Kame. Across, that's blocked away by Vukovic. Last line of defense. Still dangerous. And now, Bakoya off to Baji. And blasted out. Jose Escobar, a little flip to Eli Bukota. Time is stopped. Looked like Bouquet took a elbow to the face on accident. He now gets up. And it will be a free kick. So Eli Bukota will take the free kick. Plenty of distance away from the box. Doesn't get past the first wave. And now Kame. Barack Cuban heads it forward. And Obeng Tabi, always under control, finds Jose Escobar, but him and his teammate aren't on the same page. Garris Ray sends it forward to Kame. Nozu Kame. Cleared under by Koneok. Sam Oliver, the starter, just tosses it in. Garris Ray. And a bad giveaway Now Bakayoko. Found by Warren for Arizona Western, and that's going to be a high boot by Ray Raskin. Being sent a little farther back, Vukovic was trying to get as much real estate as possible. And Alexander Vukovic will be the one to throw the ball in.
In for number 26, Ray Raskin.
Bakayoko to Farrell. And can Kame get to that? Yes, he does. Racing forward. Buchera. And Quinn Farrell steady in the back. Cuban. All the way across to Carante. And now Apia will keep it in. Across. And, oh, what a necessary stop by Quinn Farrell. Arizona Western is in the mix now, though. Francois Garris-Ray, hands off. And this shot is sent wide. The reason why you can tell Arizona Western is in this contest, and they are now completely in it. They have their goal, and they're working for more. And it's just been countless wave after wave after wave of attack. LSU Eunice, who had a lot of the possession in the first half, and they did a good job to keep the scoreline 0-0. Because of that possession, Arizona Western, despite not having a lot of the possession, still had 8 shots in the first half, 3 shots on goal, 2 big blocks by Diego Montoya. And so then in the second half, 20 seconds in, Romeric Baranin got the goal. Vukovic pushes a man down. Now the ball is in the box again. Kame can't push it past Diego Montoya. Garris-Ray fouled. And Eli Bakota has to be careful. He was given a yellow earlier in this game. And now Garris-Ray taking a little bit extra time to get up.
Injured player number 30, Francois Garris-Ray.
A free kick for Baranin. Carante's pass is a bad one, and a handball. Vukovic stops it. Apia across, but Diego Montoya is on it. Warren keeps it in. Turning. And now to Carante. Playing with fire in the back now is LSU Eunice, but Bakayoko does enough. Habib Bakayoko. Now to Alexander Baji.
Substitutions in for LSU, number 25, Matthias Cabello.
Coming out now is Carante, and coming in for the second time today is Matthew Fiaggio. Fiaggio will move to the left side as a left back. Throw in coming for Arizona Western, leading 1-0 here in their first match of the 2021 championships. Baji. And that was one of the best chances of the day for LSU Eunice. In the box, 2 other men with him, so a rebound opportunity was there as well, but not on frame. Kame. And now a foul. Eli Bakota with his 5 goals and 1 assist on the season. It'll be a free kick. Quinn Farrell called up to the youth national team for the Virgin Islands, moves it forward. And now Michael Apia whips it all the way off to the left. A perfect pass to Kame. Kame goes to ground on the shots, and Diego Montoya sure-handed for the stop. Smooth move by Patel, but Cuban is back for it. Now Bakayoko. Alexander Baji. Again, has not had it here in the final third for LSU Eunice. Baji comes in with 2 goals and 2 assists on the season. He is a threat. He's just struggled here in this tournament. Bakayoko with a nice turn. Back to Baji. Finds it. And now Cuban will just boot it long. Too clear. Garris Ray tanks it away. And now Bakayoko sends it deep. Jose Escobar, good first touch. Back across to the middle. And Eli Bakota was already in front of it. The second touch went crying too long for Jose Escobar. The chest down to control was there. And the stoppage of play for some reason. And now play will continue. Apia still working. And in the middle of two teammates, but a bad giveaway. Cuban to Garris Ray. No real build-up play for LSU Eunice. And that's been one of the differences. They've had a lot of the possession but haven't been able to build anything. Kame. His cross rolls right to the arms of Diego Montoya. If this is the end of the road for LSU Eunice, Diego Montoya will have nothing to hang his head on. Did give up the 2 goals up to this point. 1 goal yesterday versus Cali and another goal here at this point. But he's had plenty of stops and done plenty of work to at least give his team a chance. Now every goalkeeper is going to say, well, the job wasn't finished. But without the saves, the job becomes out of reach much earlier. Kame heads it forward and then tripped up was Bakura. Quick free kick is taken. Kame has it. And he gets by the defender. Quinn Farrell slides through, retreating, and earns the corner kick for Arizona Western. Quickly taken. Bakura to the back post, headed forward off the post. And Montoya, sometimes is lucky, sometimes it's good to be lucky. He was coming to that back post. The ball bounced off the outside of the post, off his side, and then went out.
17, in for number 10. Check that, number 17. Lachlan Brooks, in for number 10. Ridwan Bukra.
So Lachlan Brooks comes in for Bukra. And Cuban will throw it in. Keeps it in. Fahim Patel. Select Sports is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select's Super FIFA match ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sport, inspired by the history but designed for the future. Michael Apia's cross is sent into the trees for a corner. 1-0 the score here in the late stages of the second half. The goal was scored back in the 45th minute. Romeric Bernarin with the header. And now Alexander Vukovic is down. The first half was controlled by Arizona Western, and just thought it would be a matter of time before they could put one in. 8 shots, 3 on goal in the first half. In the second half, things have continued to grow in regards to the shooting statistics. Now 13 shots in total, 6 of which have been on frame, and just 1 shot on goal here in the second half for LSU Eunice. And in talking with a lot of the coaches here about their defensive philosophy, a lot of them want to press high. And you see that a lot, not only in the college game, but in the pro game. And it all depends on the opponent. And in asking Coach Dale why press high, really just because he wants his team to have as much possession as possible. That's understood. But because of the technicality of all of his players, he believes that if they can get a quick turnover, because each of his players have high skill technically, they can go one-on-one and make it very easy for them to have a chance. And that makes sense because they have 92 total goals on the season to lead the nation. They lost in the West District Championship game to Salt Lake 2-1, but would have a date with Cowley College with a semifinal berth on the docket. The corner kick is pushed away by Diego Montoya. Tomorrow, Cowley Community College would welcome Arizona Western, and the winner, if the score stayed where it sits right now, would take the Pool B championship and be in the semifinals. A short corner. Appia working backwards. Now we'll put it across. This one's behind for a goal kick. Still 18 minutes to decide the score. Arizona Western has shown that they'll stay in this high press because they would like a second goal. And a second goal would almost shut the door because of how well they played. Quinn Farrell clears that away. Lachlan Brooks was looming. Because LSU Eunice has struggled to put shots on frame, that's why that second goal would be huge for Arizona Western. And you wonder how LSU Eunice can orchestrate more offense or create more chances. Alexander Vukovic comes back in after the injury, which is great to see. Vukovic, a big center back in the middle. And he will be the one to throw it in. Wanting to send his teammates forward. Tabi taps it out, and Arizona Western will take over in possession. Kami to Appia. And that's the moment. Arizona Western scores that important second goal. And the Matadors might have just set the table for tomorrow's matchup with Cowley. Now this one sent long, and quick free kick taken by LSU Eunice, now needing 2 goals. They have not scored here in these championships. They've only given up the 3 goals, one last time out to Cali, and now these 2. But the goals have been hard fought for their opponents. Vukovic to Bakayoko. Romeric Bernaran laces one long, and Lachlan Brooks has it. Brooks across. Kame loads up and lifts it in. Nozomu Kame makes it 13 goals on the season, adding to his tally, and it's 3-0 here in this second match of the day. And that all but slams the door shut here in the late stages of this contest for a team that scored more than 90 goals on the year and had so many shots on goal throughout this game. With LSU Eunice trying to press forward to impact the contest, it took just 2 passes. Lachlan Brooks will get credited with the assist. And Nozomu Kame, a cool customer in the box, cashed in his 13th goal of the season. And now looking for more. Apia back to the middle, and Brooks. This one's booted right into the arms of Montoya. .171 shots on goal, and 80% shots on goal percentage for Arizona Western coming into this game. And out of the 16 shots taken, 9 of which have been on goal, 3 of which are in the back of the net. Another shot. This one is wide. And with LSU Eunice talking with the coaching staff, they said, well, we're coming back after a long season. Played a lot of soccer, played some tough opponents, and thought they definitely had enough here to challenge and make the semifinal. But a bad draw versus Cali Community College, who hadn't lost all year, and the #1 overall scoring team. This was just a tough pool to try to do something in. And Bakota pushed down by Cuban. So a free kick coming. So Obeng Tabi, who can hit from here, has an angle. Also standing over it is Habib Bakayoko. And the header is out of play. So substitutions now coming in. Michele Signorelli coming in, along with Jesus Sanchez and Aguiles Oid Lamara. And quickly into the action is Brooks. Turns the corner, and Vukovic, last line of defense. And now we have an injured player. So already on the turf was Jesus Sanchez, who was coming back in off the bench. Another chance. Brooks takes a shot, and this one's a wild attempt. 80th minute, and Arizona Western scored 3 late goals. Warren all the way back and keeping it in. Sam Oliver, and releases all the way to Signorelli, but Montoya brings it in. Lachlan Brooks. And Obeng Tabi from his wing-back position just takes away the real estate, and Brooks has to put it in to the arms of Montoya. All the way to McDavid. The throw-in. Bakota gets to it. And a throw in for LSU Eunice. McDavid once again waving people forward. This goes to Eli Bakota, but no one is behind him. Bakota crosses it, and it's easily taken in by Gianni Hansel, who missed some time earlier this season, but he's come back with a vengeance. Hasn't been too busy here today. Just the one save. Garris Ray to Romarin, and now Brooks. Joining the attack is Oliver, but now discrepancy in the box. Montoya going to take his time, and he's still down. So Montoya still taking his time to get up. He's had to save 6 shots here today. And Montoya is up and walking and talking with our referee. So the stage is set for tomorrow as Montoya lofts it long. But Arizona Western, who's lost just once on the season, that was to Salt Lake. They come in with an 18-1 record. Will take on undefeated Cali tomorrow for a spot in the semifinals. Cali defeated this LSU Unis squad yesterday 1-0. And with this 3-0 scoreline right now, Arizona Western puts themselves in prime position because they've just put more goals in the back of the net. You expect for both teams to be confident on tomorrow.
Number 4, Amara Sidibe. Enter number 5, Barack Cuban.
Bakota is set down. And now Bakota wants to set the free kick quickly. It's taken. Vukovic off to Obeng Tabi. And now the two connect. Tabi on top of it. Tabi still working. To Bakayoko. Takes the shot. And it'll whistle right into the feet of Hansel. Both Cowley and Arizona Western like to press. Cowley more so. Arizona Western does it not by necessity, but when necessary. Cowley is a strong pressing team. That's how they really kept things in motion versus LSU Unis. So we'll see how those styles of play match up tomorrow. A long chance. Jesus Sanchez can't get to it. Farrell tried to clear it away, but Sanchez stayed on it. And now Farrell, just too strong, takes it away. Still a few more matches here today, upcoming. In Pool C, Laramie County is about to take on Coffeyville. And in Pool D, Iowa Lakes, the 5th seed, will battle Western Texas. All that upcoming on the NJCAA network. A free kick for Arizona Western. Romarin has his cross punched away by Montoya. Fiaggio is in the box and now on the outside, slips off the ball. Turning and churning is Bakota, but can't make a good pass to Fahim Patel. Brooks is dispossessed by Baji. And now racing forward is Patel. Joining in on the attack, this is Bakota. Warren has it initially. Baji can't turn with it. Brooks can't keep it in. Arizona Western and Cowley have not faced each other here today, or this year, excuse me. Fiaggio working one-on-one on McDavid. Romarin, who has the game-winning goal right now. LSU unit still fighting. Fahim Patel. To Bakayoko. Eli Bakota can't control it, but it'll be a corner kick for LSU Eunice. Seconds away from the 90th minute.
Arizona Western, number 12. Ernie Garza for number 17, Lockett Brooks.
Obeng Tabi will send it in. High and looping, headed across, and cleared once again. Still with it. Vukovic on sides. The ball is loose for a second, but Hanzo just swiftly comes out and falls on it. A last throw in for Arizona Western as a long shot, whisks wide, and that's the final action of match number 2. Final score here in the first match of the championships for Arizona Western. A 3-0 victory over LSU Eunice. So the number 7 seed, Arizona Western, continues the trend. Every single higher seed has been victorious here in these championships. And they match up with Cowley tomorrow for a chance to win the pool and play in the semifinals on Friday. Goal scorers, goal scorers Romeric Bernarin, along with Michael Apia and Nozumu Kame, all scored for Arizona Western. Thank you so much for tuning in to this broadcast of the NJCAA Soccer Championships. Next up will be Coffeyville, and they'll take, next up is Coffeyville. They will take on Laramie County, and we'll have that for you in about 20 minutes or so. But the final here for Arizona Western over LSU Eunice, 3-0. This has been a production of the NJCAA Division I Men's Soccer Championships on the NJCAA Network.